All right, let's cut to the bollocks. Basically, I'm Coach Van Copeland, and I'm going to give you 3 ways on how to handle pressure because there are some people that can't handle the pressure and they make up excuses saying, "Oh, but I just couldn't handle it. It was just too much for me." A bunch of bollocks. All right, it's a bunch of bollocks. Okay, and then they come up with excuses on why they can't succeed, and they go all the way down. And this time, I'm going to give you 3 ways on how to handle the pressure because it just pisses me off. Number one, use that pressure. If you know you can't handle certain things, let's say it's a job or career. Let's say you're a freaking footballer, right? And you can't handle that pressure, right? One thing you need to do is increase your skills and attributes so you can be able to handle the pressure. Because let's be honest, there's rent, there's bills, there's work, there's all these other things that we have in life, right? And it's just this massive circle. It's just this massive circle. What do you need to do? You need to develop the skills. You need to develop your attributes so you can handle it. So you can handle that container of all those things, and then just develop it and develop it. And then more things will come in, and more things will come in. It'll be full, and then you develop more skills and attributes, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's obviously one way you can handle it. So the one way you can handle pressure is to develop your skills and attributes and not sit there like a little wuss. Second one, use them as motivation. When I say use it as motivation, when we get pressure, we usually get them from critics. We usually get it from freaking losers that don't know anything in their life, that just want to put other people down because they're freaking retards, right? Now this is what I'm saying. Use those critics saying, "Oh, you're too fat, or you're too ugly, or you're too much of a spaz to do anything," right? Use them as motivation to prove them wrong. Because if you can use that as motivation to prove them wrong, you'll work twice as hard, you'll work 5 times as hard as what you did before, and you're more likely, actually, not even more likely, you will freaking beat them. You'll beat what the critics have to say, and you can tell them to sod off. Look how much criticism Raheem Sterling gets. Look how much pressure he gets, and he shuts them down because he actually delivers it on the pitch. Obviously, he didn't do it for England because he was just terrible at that game. But when in terms of like Premier League, Man City, last season before he got so much freaking pressure from the critics, from the freaking fans, from everyone. He literally got a shite ton of pressure. My man was getting pressure left, right, and center, and he shut them down because he worked twice as hard to shut them up. All right, and remember, those critics, those people that criticize you, right? They're just losers, right? They're losers, and they want to get a story off you so they can make money from themselves because they're broke bastards. Last one. I've been preaching this in legit like majority of my videos, but some people don't do it. If you do it, then leave a like because you're obviously the one that actually has common sense in this freaking world. The last one is meditation, and meditation is basically to control your emotional intelligence. Because if you can't control your emotional intelligence, then you can't control your money. Wise words said from Warren freaking Buffett. And to be honest, guys, it's just true. If you can't control your emotions, you can't control your money. When people are stressed out, when people are just sad, what do? They buy things to help with that emotion. For example, if I'm freaking stressed out on my brains, then what do? They buy freaking cigarettes. Obviously, that's what's happened to Sorry, as my man smokes like what's freaking 6 spliffs a day or something like that. So he's already tapped. And then when you're like fat and then you're like emotionally drained and you have low self-esteem, what are you gonna do? You're gonna buy freaking cookies and freaking Ben and Jerry's ice cream and just sit upstairs, watch reruns of freaking Love Island, and just eat that freaking tub of Ben and Jerry's. Acting like a freaking loser. All right. So meditation, control your freaking emotional intelligence, or you won't be able to control your money. Use those critics, use those retards as freaking motivation to do what you actually want to flip and do. And last one, increase your skills and attributes so you can tell the pressure to F off and you'll be able to handle it even more than what you did before. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.